What's up, y'all? It's Timmy.
So we are back at the Bailey Creek put in. Big rainstorm coming right behind me. And we get the new Jackson Gnarvana. I just picked this boat up 2 days ago. I took it down Royal Gorge and now we're gonna take it down Bailey Creek. This is basically Jackson's newest creek boat. It's kind of a beast. 8'11", 91 gallons, 40 something pounds. It's pretty light, lighter than you think it'd be. Absolutely loved it in Royal Gorge. Stoked to get on some little more difficult class 4 or 5 whitewater today. Solo run, but we're gonna do it. Let's go. All right, here we go. Bailey Creek takeout. We're here at Pine Valley Ranch Park. 12-mile one wheel to go. Let's see if we can make it this time. I inflated the tires. They were down to 8 PSI, which is super low for off-roading. I inflated them up to 21 PSI, so hopefully that's a little less rolling resistance and enough to get us up the hill. I forgot my lock. Do it every single time. All right, back in business. I got my lock.
This is epic, dude. We made it to the top of the hill, 11 miles in, with only 4% left in the battery. And now there's a 2-mile long downhill, so it's recharging the battery. I cannot believe we just made it. That's so sweet. Anyway, stash the one wheel and hit the river. Here we are, back at the boat, at the put-in. Well, Jackson Gnarvana, let's get it in the water and go for a ride. If you guys look back, it's gonna be a good day out there. All right, let's roll. Ooh, that water's cold. In my last video, I talked a little bit about the boat as I'm paddling it and just what my thoughts are on it. Some of the conclusions I came to about the Jackson Gnarvana on my first run was it's by far the most stable kayak I've ever paddled in my life, and somehow it's still super maneuverable. And not quite as easy as my little 8'1" Eskimo Salto, but it's way better than my Piranha 9R2 maneuverability wise, as far as being able to turn the boat fast. At the same time, while you can turn it fast, from what I can tell, it really holds a line and it's really fast, really charges. And I think what helps it turn really fast is all the rockers. It's got an extremely rockered bow and stern, which keeps the bow above the water all the time, which is nice. Like that. Yeah, it just feels big and wide and safe and scoopy. The outfitting could be a little more comfortable. I feel like the back band might be just slightly high, but maybe I just need some seat padding. I noticed the thigh braces, the inner parts of them, they're kind of come to a point and kind of stab into your thigh a little bit. So I feel like they could wrap around your thigh a little bit more. Other than that, it feels great. Woo, this thing's fast. First bit of a rapid. We are getting close to the beginning of the action. Beautiful. Man, this boat's nice. That bow just stays up, dude. I like it. It's fast. It feels so stable. Awesome how stable it feels. This is a S-turn. There's like an upper and lower one. Let's do it. Woo. Beautiful. Oh, this boat's so sweet. Woo. Obviously, there's still some skill involved. You're still gonna kind of know how to paddle, but this boat definitely helps you out. Big fish was right down the meat, pretty much. What it looks like. Let's do it. Oh, flake. And around this corner, I believe there's a pretty big hole. There's toilet bowl. And this is like mystery hole or like ninja hole or something like that. Big old hole. We're in a fast boat though. A bunch of bow rocker. Oh yeah, baby. Woo! Felt good. Man, this thing's fast. I said it a couple times now, but if you're just tuning into the channel, I broke my back a couple years ago and crushed my neck in. My L2, 3, and 4, I literally split the vertebrae in half, and I smashed C5, C6 super hard. I have like no disc there, it's all pinched off. Even have like nerve pain in my knees where I can't ski because of it. Still doing physical therapy for it. Ever since that accident I did at Whitewater Kayaking, I borrowed someone else's boat, landed upside down on my head off a waterfall. Rock went through my helmet. Should have been paralyzed, but I basically put in above this huge drop and never paddled the person's boat, and I used their paddle, so it's like taking someone else's gun to war or something. But anyway, ever since then I've had this sticker on my brain. Made me nervous kayaking, even though I have the skills to run most of whatever I want. When you got that metal block, man, it just messes with you. That is the main reason I bought this boat. I feel like it's gonna keep me high and dry and it's stable, and try to get rid of that metal sticker and start getting into what I love doing again. Sending it. In a more conservative, intelligent manner. But anyhow, this boat, I'm really, really liking it. Just thinking about my buddy that passed away kayaking with Javier Engel. Miss him, man. I wish he was here with me, boating right now. I guess he is. I'm gonna walk this one because I'm solo and it's very shallow, and if you flip over and wind up upside down, you definitely could knock yourself out. So we're gonna walk it. Just cruise on down. Woo, shallow. There's a pretty sticky little pocket hole or something down here. Woo, okay.
All right, we just got back. Awesome run. It felt easy in this freaking kayak. Now it's on the pavement, you can see the rocker on it right there. It's got a whole bunch of bow rocker, whole bunch of stern rocker. There's one sweet boat. You can see how like scoopy and how wide the bow is. Pretty nice. A little back view so you can see how high that stern is off the water. It's super high off the water. Pretty rad though, love it. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash that like button down there. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of this stuff, and see you on the next one. Peace, y'all.